Good morning. I hope you are doing well. I wanted to go over the expectations for today and include a little summary math lesson from last week, last Friday. So what we're going to look at first is let's just start with our first slide for today. Remember, what you're expected to do is going to be in your slides. So if you'll notice over here, we're going to have our Zoom meeting. A new thing is that I have added the link that you can click on directly right there, and it will allow you to go straight to the Zoom meeting. Okay, so you can just click on that, and that'll take you right in to your Zoom meeting. And that way you can check your email as well. It's also there. You will also have your soft rain read aloud down there if you want to do that for morning work or for literacy. You'll see that is right here. Okay. You also have your Leader in Me survey over here that you'll need to complete. For morning work, we're not going to have vocabulary.com or extra math because we need to get that survey done. Every fourth grader has to do it. So I'm making time for that. The SchoolNet test, we have several people who are missing the math SchoolNet test. That's the code to get into the SchoolNet test. The people that still need to take that are Nathaniel, Alexander, Nui, Eva, and Carly. To access your SchoolNet test, you need to log into Rapid Identity with your lunch number and your password. Once you log into your Rapid Identity, there'll be a little house emblem that's red, and that'll be your SchoolNet. And then once you click on SchoolNet, there will be a place for you to click on password, and you'll be able to enter your password from there. So I have logged into my SchoolNet or into my Rapid Identity, and these are all my different things. And I'll click on this SchoolNet emblem. And once I do that, then you will scroll down. My screen looks different than yours will look, but over in the left-hand side somewhere over here, and you may have to scroll down, you'll see a location for a password for yours. And so you'll just look for that, and then within that password, you will enter in SY2HA9, okay? So we're going to move on into our next slide. So this is just giving a congratulations to those who finished their test and those who still need to finish it. Now today we do have a Quizlet right here. You just click right on that link. It'll take you straight to the Quizlet because geometry is so much vocabulary and we just have to know what all of those words mean. So this is good practice every day so you don't forget what those words mean. Especially a huge takeaway is you have to know that a 90-degree angle is a right angle and a right angle has 90 degrees. You have one video and one workbook page on Pearson. You'll see those assignments underneath Google Classroom. And under Google Classroom, these are in gray right now. Yours won't be tomorrow because it's scheduled for tomorrow. That will be this one right here and this one right here. Those are the Pearson math pages that you have to do that are right there. And then you have your ELA vocabulary and your math vocabulary, which are your Quizlets. You have your literacy graphic organizer. You have your soft rain read aloud. So this is where you actually find your assignments to have checked off. A new feature this week that is totally different is you can see exactly what's expected of you and what you need to turn in each day, because over in this left-hand corner, you're going to have this. And when it's due, it will show you that it is due. And once you do it, it's going to go away. So you're going to know that it was done for that day and you don't have anything else left to do. And so that'll be a wonderful feature to help you out. So next, so you found out where those were. Now Dreambox is going to be an expected requirement this week. You can use this stuff here, but I don't recommend it. I'm going to show you how I think you should get in. you should go to your Rapid Identity. You should click on Clever. And then once you click on Clever, you're going to see the emblem for Dreambox. So here is where Clever is, and the Dreambox emblem on your Clever will look just like this. So that's what you're going to click on, Rapid Identity, then you click on the one Clever, then you click on the Dreambox emblem that looks like that. Now remember, when I click on something, it takes me to the teacher page. When you click on something, it takes you to the student page. So yours is not going to look like mine. When you get in there, in order to actually do the assignment I've given you, you have to click on the one that has the notepad on it. And of course it would say that right now. So you want to make sure that you click on that one. And I have given you that information before. So these were the directions I gave you a long time ago for Dreambox. Go to Rapid Identity, log in, go to Clever, find the app that looks like that, and it'll take you to the assignments I've given you. The one that you need to do is the one with the notepad on it. That will take you to the assigned assignments that are what we are actually working on. If you just do any click, it will not take you to the ones we're working on. It'll take you to some generic pathway, which isn't going to be super helpful for you. I just went in and added the link to Dreambox right there so that when you click on it, it will take you directly to the how-to instructions. Now, I can't take you directly to the Dreambox app because you have to log into your Rapid Identity. Otherwise, I would just give you the direct link for there. But since I can't do that, you'll just have to log in and go through the steps. If you need help, please email me because this isn't optional today. This is actually part of the assignment for today. So you are expected to do that. Next slide. Big shout out to the people who finished their ELA science assessment. Last week's ELA grade went for ELA and science both for that week. So if you didn't do it, then you won't have a grade for either one of those. It's only 4 questions. So to access that assignment, you will go to Rapid Identity, you will go to Clever, and then when you get to Clever, you are going to click on Newsela right there. And when you go to Newsela, you'll go to assignments. And the actual article that we are doing is, oops, sorry about that, is, and I'm not trying to show you these, it's debate over what healthy food is. So when you go to there, it's going to be a debate over what healthy food is the title of the article. This is what the article looks like. So you read this article, it's interesting, and then you have activities, and you click on the quiz, and you will take that quiz. It is only 4 questions, so it won't be too bad. As you finish those questions and that assignment, I'll take your name off the missing list, but I'll just keep reassigning that until that is finished. Now moving on into ELA for this week, we have our read aloud here again. Your I can statement is I can determine the meaning of words as they are used in a text, and I can determine character traits using a character's words and actions in a story. So you're going to be looking at courage this week and what that reveals. How can an act of courage reveal a person's true nature? And we're looking at that within the world today. We are looking with facing this pandemic, and people are doing really kind things, but also really courageous things. And then within our book, Soft Rain, we just read a chapter, or you'll be reading a chapter, where the dad does something really brave for other people. And it's during a tragedy, and it makes a huge difference. And what does that tell you about that person when they use their courage to try and help in that way? So for literacy, make sure you check the tracker slide. That will be updated. You don't necessarily have to do that today. You have a video to watch and vocabulary. Introduction to the book. So that's what I'm doing right now. So this video will be that introduction. So this week, your book is Storm Warriors, and it's by Elisa Carbon. And the essential question is, how can an act of courage reveal a person's true nature? Now, you'll notice everything in here can be read aloud. You just click on this read aloud button, and it will read it aloud for you. So you don't have to read any of this if you want to choose the read aloud option. Now, talking about character traits, the graphic organizer that you're doing looks like this. Read page 267 through 270 and take notes on Nathan's character by analyzing his thoughts, actions, and words. Something I noticed by looking through these pages, today there will be no words that he uses, but there are thoughts and there are actions. I'm going to go through the beginning paragraph with you, but not the rest of it. The beginning paragraph is different though. You can see it's in italics. It's kind of like background knowledge and not actually from his point of view yet, which it moves into. It's 1896 on Pea Island, part of North Carolina's Outer Banks. Nathan dreams of becoming a fearless surfman with Pea Island's elite African American life-saving crew. So what are his thoughts? He dreams of becoming a fearless surfman. That's his thoughts. And African American life-saving crew. However, his father, a fisherman, doesn't want Nathan to risk his life rescuing people from shipwrecks. Okay, just like in Soft Rain, when she didn't want her dad to stay behind on the boat and help the other people across the river. Doesn't want Nathan to risk his life. Nevertheless, Nathan studies medical books and learns critical life-saving skills. So what did he do? What was his action? He chose what was right, or what he felt like was right, over his dad's wishes. And also he studied medical books and learned critical life-saving skills. So there we have his thoughts of dreaming of becoming a fearless surfman. And then we have two actions. So he chose to not listen to his dad, and he chose, which, I mean, it's because he's following his heart and his dreams. And he chose to study medical books and learn critical life-saving skills. So you'll read 267 through 270, and that if you click on this link, it will take you straight to that. Now there is something you'll have to do, so pay close attention to this. Once this link pops up for you, you're going to have to go to page and type in 267. And then it'll take you there, okay? So just click up there at the top of the page, and you'll be there in no time. The Write About Reading is this graphic organizer that we just looked at, and we have his thoughts of he dreamed of becoming, and what did the text exactly say that he dreamed of becoming? It said something specific. Fearless surfman with Pea Island's elite African American life-saving crew. So I'll just say, dreamed of becoming a fearless life-saving crew member. So I abbreviated that a little bit. And his actions was that he went against his father's wishes, because that is an action. And then he studied to become one. Okay, and you can include more text details, but my video is getting kind of long and I need to cut it short. Science and social studies is integrated with literacy this week, so that grade will be doubled. Again, Nathaniel, Alexander, Valeria, Carly, and Valerie will need to click on this link right here in order to get your science grade from 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago on Friday. So I made this assignment, which is easier. You click on this quizzes web link right here. It will take you directly to the game. It's a game, and you can play it as many times as you want. If you don't get the score that you want the first time, you can play it the second time. And that will be your grade from 2 weeks ago for science. And it's an easier assignment than the original one. It shouldn't take you long at all. So please, please, please take some time to play that game. I will update our Imagine Learning chart at the end of tomorrow. And a quick little math note that I wanted to make sure that I covered from the lesson on Friday is, and I think my link just went away, oops, is that a triangle has 180 degrees. And no matter what the angle is, so if it's an equilateral, all of those angles will have to add up to 180 degrees. If it's a right triangle, and we know that this one's 90 degrees, then this one has to be 45 and this one has to be 45, because all three of those angles have to add up to 180 degrees. So just remembering that, that's a rule. Also, we were talking about, we had an issue last week where there was a triangle that looked like this. And our class thought that this was an obtuse triangle, because just looking at it, it does look obtuse. So we talked about a trick for how to do that when you don't have a protractor and you haven't measured angles yet. You can take, and this is what I actually did when I was in 4th grade, you can take just a simple sheet of paper like this, and you can hold it up to that angle, and if it fits perfectly within that angle, then you know that that's 90 degrees, so you don't get tricked, okay? And that was something. Remember to join our Zoom meetings. That's where you're going to get your new teaching, and I really, really want to see you there, and don't want you to miss that time. But I will always upload videos of the takeaways, so you can go back and watch those. That's everything I can think of for today. I hope you guys have a great day. I miss you all. Don't forget to email me if you need something. Bye. See y'all later. See you.